Good evening, or morning, or afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You just got me today, and we're gonna do something on Biome Makeover. It's been a little while because we've had nothing to stream. I mentioned this on our Discord, but we're keeping a few features secret, just for some suspense, and they're very work in progress. I think last time I streamed for about 20 minutes. And then felt sick, so I stopped. And then I hadn't streamed for like another month, which is fine. Yeah, there is something to stream now because yesterday me and Max had a little meeting and we worked out a feature that we weren't sure about, but we worked it out, so I'm going to implement that. It isn't even evening, morning, or afternoon for me. It's exactly noon. Well, that sucks. Stream element spot running. Good for you, stream element spot. Sure. So I'm not gonna show a lot, because of those spoilery things. But I'm gonna show you some of the stuff we've been working on. That's the wrong button. If I press, that's also, then I press this and it goes full screen. Damn! Look at me go. So this is what the mansions are currently looking like. Let's go on an outside tour. You would have seen these if you're in a Discord. If you're not in the Discord, get them there. They're looking pretty damn fancy, especially if you go look at what a vanilla one looks like. I kind of forgot since I've been working on these for so long, and then I just sort of laughed when I saw it. I guess I'll give you a quick peek inside. I'm not going to show you a whole lot, but look, there's a little storage room. Ooh, what's that? This is not a whole lot in that room. But they be looking good. Ooh, what's this? It's a staircase. Ooh. Ooh, stairs up. So these are still work in progress for us. We're still working really hard on these. There's a lot of work making these. Iron gates kind of look weird, probably, yeah. I mean, still work in progress. We'll see how it goes once we're pretty much done, I think. So there's a lot to these, which I'm not going to show, because I want you to explore them for yourselves. If you haven't seen the tapestries, actually, I might, because I saw, these tapestries here, these ones don't have anything on them, that's cool. Here are these ones, goddamn, we're not finished with them. These are cool, I really like the tapestries. I search up tapestry, here's some with some stuff on them, and they're just cool looking tapestries that decorate the mansion. You can't like put them on a shield or anything, they're just decoration. It's kind of like a trophy. You're going to get them. I like them, they're cool. It's going to be one for every color. I'm sure I've shown these off on stream before, but there's a lot of new people. We're nearing 1,000 subscribers, which is a lot of people. So if you're here and you're not subscribed somehow, maybe hit the button. Yeah. So today, I'm not going to show much else. Maybe since it's pretty obvious, these. So this is itching ivy and this is a moth blossom. You can place these on any side. It's a fairly new feature, and you've also got the stuff. It all spreads from each other. Why'd that disappear? That shouldn't happen. That's a bug. 1,000 is the big boy channel changing milestone. Pretty much, yeah. So once we get there, it'll be good. But that's cool. This stuff slows you down when you walk through it. It's kind of, the idea behind it is to sort of dissuade you from just jumping along the top of the canopy. Moths also like it. So if I spawn a moth, which you also might not have seen if you haven't seen the last couple of streams or been in our Discord. Where's a good flower? Let's just place one. If I place this up here, this moth's gonna hang out on top of it. They also like light, like real moths. This is just a general hostile mob, like they're nothing crazy. It's just they'll fly towards you and attack you. They also like light. It's like a spider or anything. There's nothing crazy about them. They're just kind of cool. These spawn on top of the leaves. Another reason to dissuade you from just jumping along the top, especially at night, because you'll get attacked by these dudes. Hi, there's a Kopi. Hello there, Olivia. So we're going to work on a new feature. It is for the mansions, but I'm still going to be secretive about the mansions. Look at this. It's a cool little overhang here. Oh, don't look at that. Okay, so I'm going to head into boring mode, which is a screen. Hello? Hello. Like the face on the wings? Yeah, Max did a good job on that. It's like, real moths have that sort of thing. So we're going to make a new mob, and it's going to be called... if it lets me make a new class, there we go, new Java class. It's going to be called a Sentry Golem. And so we're making a new golem. Minecraft has two in Java Edition, which is the Iron Golem and the Snow Golem. They're both very different. So we have our own take on that. So let me get these going. So this is going to be... I don't know what this actually does. What does this do? Why is that a golem specifically? It's just a no fall damage entity. Who named this? What even has that? Iron Golem, Snow Golem, and Shulkers. Okay. Bad name. Probably. I don't know. Maybe there's a reason. So this guy's going to use a crossbow. So we need to implement crossbow user. Yeah, it's basically a ranged golem. He's going to have a crossbow. He's going to shoot at stuff. Sounds cool. Right, how do I implement this? Who's a crossbow user? Pillagers use crossbows. How do these work? So I need to implement set charging, shoot, post shoot, and attack. Okay. So set charging, it has a data tracker for it. Okay, I'm gonna steal that. What will the golem drop? Probably nothing, or the thing you make out of it, like other golems. We haven't worked out the exact item yet. We don't even have a model for it, to be honest. I'm gonna scroll down. Let me steal this as well. Oop. Then I need to go in it, start a tracker. Data tracker dot start tracking charging. I'm assuming that's false. Cool. Will he have a crossbow on each arm? That would be cool. Potentially. Not currently. That's not the current idea. He's just going to hold one, I think. That might be a cool idea, actually. I like that. How must these use crossbows? So set is charging. I'm going to steal that as well. I'm going to use that for rendering later. I'm also not going to make it client-sided because that's pointless and will annoy me at some point, I'm sure. Would the mansion have Easter eggs? Yeah. Sure, it does. I'd say it does. Will his legs be crossbows? I don't think he's going to have legs, actually. Give him a shield. Shields could be cool, but crossbows are two-handed. Maybe if he has like 3 arms. Who knows? Shoot tipped arrows, maybe. Could you give me an idea? Absolutely. Shoot tipped arrows, yeah. Oh, hello, chaotic K9. Will Sentry Golem, like the Iron Golem, defend the pillagers, or will it work for the pillagers? Yeah, the idea is that you can make it yourself, and it's also going to be in the mansion, so it is working for the pillagers. Cool. I don't need this. Probably has an automatic crossbow. Yeah. Probably. But we're in the realm of, like, fantasy and, like, cool sentry. Like, I kind of imagining, you know, the dwarven things that roll in Skyrim, they like turn into a ball and they pop out of a crossbow. I'm imagining something kind of like that. You're out of town right now. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Keep up the good work. Thank you there, Maestro. This crossbow should be fireworks. Probably not. I'm going to steal this while I'm here. You don't know what's going on. We're making a new golem. I'm just going to ignore the chat for a second and get what I need in here. Shoot. Steal this. What else do I need? I need posture I don't need, and attack I need something. Which is this. Nice. No, this. Cool, well, it should be able to use a crossbow now. Crossbow to stand would be nice with power. So we're thinking it will be kind of weak, because it's ranged. It'll aim. So it's automatic aim. So it's not like if you shoot at a dispenser, it'll do a full arrows damage. I think we'll probably do like half that or even less, because you know it's aimed. It's not as much setup as a dispenser trap or something like that. So there's a lot of balancing to it. But we will see. So data tracker set charging. Charging. Cool. Okay, I don't have a model for this yet, so let's do something about that. Let's go Sentry Golem render. Put an entity in there to be consistent. You know, I don't think I have been. Sure, let's just steal this. Add piranhas? We're probably not going to add piranhas. Definitely not in this update. Maybe there's a way to do it, but we're not really a fan of hostile animals. What model can I use? Should I just make a new model? I want to make a new model. New effect that will take some of your armor points away, like an anti-absorption, but for armor. That could be cool. I don't know how practical that is, because armor's calculated. It could be done. No, that's the wrong one. New modded entity. Let's call it placeholder. I'm literally making a square here. I don't need anything fancy. This is how we make models. Let me add a cube. It can be this big. Oops. 20. This is what the Sentry Golem's gonna look like. I don't even need a texture. Move that away. Dark Forest. Where did I put it? Where did I put the thing I just exported? Is it that? I think I found it. Ah! Shut. No. That's not the right thing. That's moss. Where did I put the model I just exported? Hello? Let's export it again. Oh, I put that in a really bad spot. Put that like in the mod files. I just want a cube. And I don't know how to make them manually because I never looked at it. Jesus, why is it so bad? Ah. Alright, let's go and make a new class. Oh, I screwed up on my layout. No, I can't see anything. Cool. Sentry Golem entity model. Let me paste in this terrible code. I want this to be composite entity model, and we call it Sentry Golem entity. This can be Sentry Golem entity model. Same with this. This is literally all placeholder, so I'm not making it fancy. I don't actually need this. I don't need this either. Implement these. Turn a immutable list of BB main apparently. Sure, that should be enough to at least render. Cool. Sentry Golem entity model. Let's just do this. Get rid of this. Just set this to 5. Don't need that. Bam! Look at me go. Makeover clients. This is a mess I need to clean up, but just throw that in there. Sentry Golem entity render. Now I need the entity. Golem entity. Sentry Golem. Spawn group isn't monster, so let's make that misc, I guess. I'll see what golems do later. Sentry Golem entity. It's not fire immune. I also need to do this. Cool, I made a mob. Sorry, let me catch up on the chat here. Nothing too exciting. Sorry. Yeah, so I don't think this guy's actually going to move at all. I think he's just going to sit in place and be like a literal sentry. Okay, so that's going to do that. I'm going to add a spawn egg just to make my life a bit easier. That's the wrong place. I don't know what color he's going to be, so let's make up some numbers and letters and see what happens. Then I'll just add the item model as well, because I hate it when I don't. Steal the blight back spawn egg, make it a Sentry Golem spawn egg. That should do it. Right, I'm going to load up the game and see if I broke anything, because there's a good chance I did. Ooh, so how's everyone's day going? Will it have any unique weapon like a stronger crossbow? No, it'll probably... So, the current plan is that... So, a little known fact is that pillager crossbows can actually break if they fire enough... if they fire enough shots, their crossbow will break. Which doesn't generally happen, because you usually kill them. But, so we're going to do that as well. So this golem's crossbow will be able to break. And you're going to have to repair it with a crossbow, so you can give it its own... You can upgrade its crossbow, basically, by giving it a good one. It gives another uses another use to crossbows, which aren't used a whole lot. I know they have some uses like fireworks and whatnot, but so I think this will be like a little upgradable boy. Maybe we decide that's not a good idea. We'll find out. Early days. Why isn't it loading? Hurry up. So we are very close to 1,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, maybe you can help us get there. We're on 971. Thank you to whoever subscribed recently. We get that to 1,000. We could do it. There's 30 people here. That's if none of you were subscribed, that would get us there. Does it have any unique interaction with other mobs? So I think since it's Illager made, I think the ones that spawn in the mansion will attack villagers. They'll probably attack the player as well. I think nothing special in that regard. I think the ones you make, they will attack pretty much what you'd expect them to attack. So they'll probably ignore creepers because of explosions, that sort of thing. Just like a normal golem. But nothing particularly unique, I don't think. Unless we can think of something. I don't think there's anything it needs to do. It took a while to come up. I think when I'm streaming, everything takes like 4 times longer. Oh, wait. Oh, stream probably. Oh. Switch to the scene here. They shred lots of mobs, do they? Okay, that's cool. I don't use them at all. Will they go melee when the crossbow breaks? Probably not. I think they'll just be kind of useless because they're not gonna move. What if you give the Sentry Golem a specific mob drop and the Sentry Golem only attacks that mob that drops the item given? Probably not, because vanilla game is quite simplistic in that way that you don't have a lot of customization over things, which is weird to say in Minecraft because like you can customize everything, but like things just work how they work and you don't like change things that easily. Like you have to like make a redstone like filter if you want to filter items and stuff. I don't think we'll do that specifically, but it's not a bad idea. Great to see that mod is coming along nicely. Thank you, Radiator Boy. It's been a long process getting this one working. What colour did I choose? I chose a random yellowy colour. Cool. Oh, that won't spawn. Good. Broken instantly. Because I need to give it attributes, and I haven't set up a good system to do this yet because I'm lazy. And I just copy and paste from every single mob I add, and literally every time I forget it. So let me grab the attribute container. So attribute container is the thing that gives it like its health and armor resistance and stuff. And it's always something I forget. Every single time. Without fail. Because it never used to be a thing, it's just something that I haven't gotten used to yet. Is that not working? Where did I put the attribute container? Oh, I put it in the render. There's a better way to do that. I'll make a better way to do this eventually. But I'm very lazy at doing it for some reason. It should work. And a mobile golem may be made out of wool and base iron golem parts because illagers love wool and capture iron golems and such. It could work. It could be interesting. Add a new way to trade like the new system 1.16. I don't think we've got any trading mechanics for this update. Last update we added the witch quests, which is similar. I don't think we've got any plans because we don't want you to trade with the illagers. They're kind of like evil. But yeah, I can't think of anything else that could be good for this update specifically. I really like the witch quest system. Has anyone actually done the game? I've seen a couple of people have on when I've watched people's streams and stuff playing. Why is it dark? Don't be dark. Was it dark for ages then? Sorry. I was doing something. I'm bad at this still. Then I switch scene. It's gonna go laggy. Come on, let me. My computer's bad. Someone buy me a better computer. Piglin's like the nether pillagers. You can make pillage bartering with diamonds or the new crystals from the cursed chance. Maybe. Maybe. There is a chance. We don't currently have any plans for that. And most of our features are locked down at this point, but it's possible. Is this gonna spawn? Or is it gonna crash instantly? I'm so bad at this. Cool, it crashed. Why did it crash?
Feel like they're downloading from the cosmos.
What did I do wrong?
You know, just like that's how it came. Okay, great. Now let's make it better.
Why did it?
You know, just writing
Hello?
of understanding rather than
It's because I didn't have a texture. Is that a thing?
or you're just grateful for any idea that comes along.
Does it crash if you give it a null texture? That's dumb. Who invented that?
Wow. Yeah, not about the ideas, it's about how you support the ideas.
Century. But if that texture's not there, I just wanted a missing texture. We will get this man to spawn. I believe in my skills to do this. I've made mobs many times. Right now you're trying to make an overpowered forged sword item in IntelliJ. I'm trying it with 1.12 forged. Nice. It's always good to start somewhere. How will the crystals be obtained? They just generate in the world. I gave some advice to someone who wanted to start modding in Discord before. They started with something quite complicated, which is natural. Everyone wants to make like a cool mod, but you really got to start small when you're making a mod. Like my first mod, my first proper release one. I've made like sort of other ones for years before that, but it was basically one that automatically planted saplings instead of despawning the item. Like if like the sapling item was on grass and that item was going to despawn, it would just plant the sapling instead. That was my first mod. Like people were trying to make like big old mobs and structures and stuff for their first mod. It's not going to happen. You really got to start small, or else you're never going to get anywhere. Which is fine. Like it's fine to start small. Like it's good. There needs to be smaller mods, and it helps you make the bigger ones more efficiently and better. You plan to add new weapons? No current plans for any. Oh, here he is. This is our sentry column. It will currently do nothing. What did I set the hitbox to? That's about right. Look at him go. Cool, now I'm going to give him some AI. So he's not going to get a model today, because that's Max's job. And I don't want to do it. Cool, so let's look at how crossbows work. So we gotta go, let's go to iron golems. This is the code for an iron golem. So how does this work? So I want these to be hostile, so I kinda want to go to a pillager actually. What's a raided entity? Okay, I don't want that then. Do you ever worry about feature creep for each biome? Yes. We are aware that we don't want to add too much, but at the same time we've got to add enough. And then there's the case of balancing, like we did this with the Badlands, we knew that we were doing swamp next, so we added Scuttler Tails, which we knew we were going to add for witch quests. They were going to be more useful in witch quests, but witch quests kind of evolved, so we need to find another use for Scuttler Tails at some point. So we are aware of balance and everything. We try to be really aware of everything. That'll do. I don't need this, do I? And these should probably get one of these so it stops annoying me. Cool. Before I try making this, I'm an MC Creator, but I want to try making something that can be good, more complicated than MC Creator mod, which is very simple. Yeah, MC Creator is okay. A lot of people hate it. I don't like it for a few reasons, but I think you should use it just to get your feet wet and then move off it as soon as you can. You're not learning anything using MC Creator, which is, I use Minecraft modding to learn programming a lot when I initially did it, and you're not really doing that so much when you're doing MC Creator mod because it does everything for you. But there's merits to it. Like, I'm not gonna say don't use it, but you know, be aware that it's not very good. It's also not updating anymore, isn't it? I don't know. 1.17 update adds cave biomes. Do you think you'll update them in the future? Yeah, well, in the future, maybe. I'm not going to say yes for sure, but they'll literally be at the bottom of the list. So, not for a while. Why can't I do this? Did I make a better crossbow attack thing before? Needs to extend hostile entity and range and crossbow. Jesus, why? What does my better crossbow do? I made a better crossbow gold in there. No, it's different. Okay, I'm gonna make a better crossbow attack goal. I'm literally gonna call it better crossbow attack goal. Because this one is limited. 6 cents gold, yeah. They are still updating into credit, that's cool. But yeah, I'd move off it as soon as possible. So how does this work? So it does do start moving, so I don't want it to move actually. I wonder if I can just do that in the navigation. I guess this will be fine to just copy across. Let me steal this. What does this do? I'm gonna find out what this does. Private final T actor, crossbow attack, gold stage. It has a stage? Why does it have a stage? That's just this. I'm gonna steal this as well. Also, it doesn't need to be static because it already is. I can remove this. That's fine. I gotta work out what that is as well. Okay, actually, I'm just gonna copy this whole thing and modify it as we go. Programming. Stealing from Mojang. That's what it is. Get rid of this now. Scuttler Tails can make a weapon or armor. Maybe. I think we had a couple of ideas from that we never ended up doing. We'll look at it again eventually, I suppose. Move, good look, can start as entity holding crossbow, actor.get navigation. Who has navigation? Why can't I get navigation? What is that? Where does get navigation come from? Can't be a hostile entity, is it? We are in mob entity. Okay, that's fine. I can move that up to mob entity. I don't see why this was limited to hostile mobs. This just makes my life slightly harder. I'm sure there was a reason, but maybe they moved past it at some point. Oh, that should just work then. Cool, thanks Mojang for making me do that for no particular reason. Bam. Will he have the normal crossbow damage? No, I think it's going to be nerfed damage. I think this will work. So this is just basic functionality. It's not going to do everything I want it to do, because it's going to attack the. It's basically just going to be a hostile mob at the moment, where it's just going to attack the player without a care in the world. Eventually, you're going to be able to make your own one, so it's going to like you. It's going to like attack villages. It's going to not attack villages if you make it. So it'll have some complex behavior that I need to implement. Probably not going to do all that on stream because I don't want to. Because it's very boring to watch. Can't figure out where the item registry class is. It says I need to put something in there in the Minecraft. I don't know Forge at all at this point. Especially modern Forge. I think my last Forge mod was for 1.15, but it was very early on in 1.15. I know they've made changes. I honestly don't even remember most of it. You should add some sort of block that you step on it, it breaks. It could generate underneath the carpets. I think I thought of something like that. So they're kind of adding that with the drip leaf in 1.17, but like a rotten, like planks or something. It's kind of cheesy if you can't see it coming. Damage will be random like the crossbow. We would have to work it out. There's lots of balancing to do, of course. Alright, let's see how our little black square goes. Why isn't it on the screen? Hello? Hello, there it is. So if I go into survival, attack me. Still not attacking me. Hello? Sir? Alright, well, let's find out what's happened. They should be targeting me. They should be targeting villagers as well. Let's get a villager in here. I don't care about anyone. No, they just don't care. Please add to the mansion some trap blocks. There's a little bit of something in there. Alright, let's find out why that's not working. Let's just see why this isn't starting for one. Debug it. This. So this has a live target and is. Oh, it's not holding. Are they holding crossbows? Did I give them crossbows? I thought I did, but let's have a look. No, they're not holding crossbows. Good, perfect. That would do it. They're not holding crossbows. That's why they're not shooting their crossbows. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that would happen? I thought I did something like that. Net equipment. This sort of quit set. Does this not get cold? Where does this get cold? Ah, of course. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. So they weren't holding crossbows, which is why they weren't getting things. What was updating enchantments do? Sure, why not? We'll leave that in for now. Okay, now when I restart, they should hold crossbows when I spawn some new ones. So what are we trying to do? So we're making a new golem. So this golem's going to chill around mansions, and it's going to attack the player, it's going to attack villagers, and you're also going to be able to make it yourself. And it's going to use a crossbow, it's going to stand in place, it's going to shoot at you. It's got a sentry. I didn't press the play button. So I was waiting for something to happen, but I'm just sitting here and nothing's happening because I didn't press play. So how is everyone doing today? Because it's morning here. It's 9:40 AM on the 13th. Add vampires. We were considering gargoyles at some point, sort of like a vampire-y feel. They did kind of turn into these sentries in a way. Do you plan to add pillagers that shoot fireworks from a crossbow? There's no plans for that. I like the idea because that's funny, but we're not currently planning that. I'm not Australian, Mr. Zikobi. I'm from the better country without all the scary spiders and animals. Scarlet Tail Flower would be interesting. You could charge it up and you could swing it over your head, and if you release your swipe, and the more charged up it is, the more damage you do. That could be cool. Maybe once. So you know how they're planning on a combat update. We'll see how that turns out, and then we'll look at weapons. I think. Yeah, New Zealand's a copy. Is he planning to be a real challenge or just a normal mob? Probably no more difficult. Well, it's probably going to be easier than an Iron Golem. Because it won't do as much damage. If I remember correctly, there, Arlo, you would have to look into the registry events. I think that's how Forge works. I assume it still does. But I don't know exactly. Why is it frozen? Hello? What's happening? Am I still streaming? Yeah, I'm still streaming. Hello? This is what I'm currently seeing. Why is it frozen? Why did it do this? What did I do? What did I do so bad? Oh, I know what I did. One second. It's because I put that. Don't go full screen when you have breakpoints. For anyone out there who's making mods, it breaks stuff. Ooh, we're back. You can make pillagers with the name Technoblade, apply to shoot fireworks. Probably not, but that's funny. There's a chance to kill a villager, it will become a ghost. That's interesting. Probably not, though. I think we'll keep those separate. If anyone out there has a spare few $1,000s and wants to buy me a better computer, hit me up. Would pillagers spawn inside the mansion now? I think they will. As well as the other ones, the Evokers and Vindicators and stuff. I think they will. We haven't nailed that down yet. Even if they're just like a smaller part than the other ones, I think they're going to. I know they're meant to be like the ones that are like wandering out, but you know, they're in the raids and stuff as well. Right, so these guys are useless because they don't have crossbows. Ooh, my frames are low. Streaming really kills my computer. So if I grab a villager Oh well. I hear them charging their crossbow. I don't know if you can hear that, but they're charging their crossbows and not shooting it. Hello? They're also moving, which I don't think they would do. Well, yes I did. I did know they'd do that. I'm like, which biome will you improve? We're working on the Dark Forest at the moment. You can see the big old mansion upgrade we're working on just there. And you can see some other stuff happening around. But I'm trying to get these guys working. Why are they... Where'd they go? They chased this man up here. So why is the crossbow not being shot is the question. So shooting goes... Where's it shoot? Sit charging false. Charge text skip pull time. Stop using item is there. Charged. Stage is ready to attack. F stage is ready to attack. Yeah, crossbow set charged. Acted or attack. So this point should happen at some point. Why is it not? Oh, I did the thing I didn't want to do. 1 second. It goes to the funniest mobs. I'm glad. I'm glad you find them funny. Can hostile mobs still spawn the Dark Oak Cross? Yes, they can. It gets dark enough for that. Right, I'm gonna do some debugging. Why could they not shoot their crossbow? I don't see any reason why they wouldn't, because they clearly charge them up because they make the noise and then they just don't attack. So I've got that right. Which is somewhere, so I go attack and shoot there. And that gets called there, so it should happen. We had small dark oak trees? We already have. Did we ever show those? They look cool, I like them. I might show them when I load up the game again. They're not really small, they're kind of big. I'm going to get out of full screen mode for a moment. You ever planning to release Forge version? Probably not. It's not as simple as people seem to think it is. Let me just make this bigger. There you go, that's what you're getting. And Creative responds so many ghosts out opening and closing things like a minigun. Yep, they do that. Do I have a breakpoint still? I don't. Okay, I'll show you the small dark oak trees. I'm not sure if we ever showed those. Oh, shush. I thought I removed you, dumb break. Wait, it gets to that point? Hold on. Attack. And it goes to shoot. And it comes up here. It goes to there, good. Wait, it just skips all that? That's odd. I'm going to look into that in a sec. Time set. Let's look at some small dark oak trees. So last time I showed this off, they were a little bit bugged. I think they still might be. Let's find out. Ooh, oh, there's one. That's a good one. It's a good looking tree. They look pretty good, I reckon. Yeah, I like them. They're nice and simple, but they look really nice, I think. The ancient oak small trees. Similar. They can get a bit more crazy sometimes, though. They can do something like that, which looks really cool. They also have their ivy on them. They spawn in the forests as well. You can see a little tiny one here. Yeah. So they look really cool. Anyway, back to debugging why this wasn't working. So it attacks, that's fine. It shoots, that was fine. Oh, that was fine. And it went to shoot all. Attack list equals get projectiles. So what does that do? Crossbows charge projectile. Okay. So it didn't have a projectile? What's happening here? So it's just got no... Why? How does that work? How does this happen? How do pillagers work? It's because they don't have any arrows now. Arrow? How does this happen? They've got an inventory. What's their inventory like? Why do they have an inventory? What's the inventory for?
About appeasing the crowd. Rather, it's about tending to the broken
Method, crossbow, that's fine. Teammates, shoot.
as a reflection
It's fine.
to study
Method, equip.
Ben wave isn't necessarily a thing you achieve.
Hello?
Rather, is a state of mind which you constantly strive toward. This all comes from an understanding that ideas aren't static
It's supposed to be dark, that's the point.
but fluid, like water.
Um,
Be like water.
how does this work? How do things happen? I'm asking the real questions here. Why? How and why? What if I do this? What if we go into the pillager, into the crossbow attack goal, put my breakpoint here, and we press play, and we shush, and we get a pillager. How do you work? What is your secrets? Let's find out. Oh, actually I just had an idea. Is it? No, it's not what I thought. Cool. Oops, I screwed that up. Yeah, you better fire that crossbow. Fire it again. Let's see. If we pop into there, this is what you'd expect. So it just never sets the projectiles. Well, this guy doesn't have any projectiles either. Oh, he does, okay. I don't understand where that arrow comes from. Am I dumb? It's uncharged, it's charging, and then it gets set charged here. So presumably that's where the crossbow gets its arrow. Somewhere else? But why is my crossbow not getting set with the arrow? Crossbow item dot set charged should happen at some point, right? This is a mystery to me. Okay, so start from the top here, so that's fine, whatever. Looking at the thing you're shooting at, cool, get current hand, that's fine. So uncharged, charging, get active item. If this item stack.get, does it happen in here? No, wouldn't think it would. Actually, stop using item. Does this have something about stop using an item? I'm annoyed. Is it this? Do I have this? Is it this line? Did I miss this line? Is that a thing? Why would that happen? Sure. Okay. I don't think that would do it. We could give that a go. Sorry about the boring stream. I want this to work though. Yeah, I got nothing to say. So what's happening? So we're making a new golem. It's called a sentry golem. It's going to hold a crossbow and it's going to shoot. Add a new type of wool called pill wool. It's specifically designed by the pillagers, so can't be crafted by the player. Probably not. We have the tapestries, which are made out of wool that the player can't craft. So they're meant to be like a trophy you go and collect. But I don't think a whole new wool is worth it. Especially because presumably they get it from somewhere. But like with tapestries, you can argue we don't have like the artistic knowledge to make it. If this doesn't work, I think I'm going to head off, because I've been going about an hour, and that's pretty much all I can take for a stream, especially after not doing one for a while. But there's a little preview on my little process of getting angry at things not working. But we'll see if this happens to work. I don't think it will, because I don't see why that would affect anything. But if I grab me one of these guys and one of these, shoot. I hear him charging that crossbow over and over again without shooting it. Okay, cool. So that's not working. There's tapestries here actually. Oop, from where I was showing them just before. So I think I'm gonna head off. Is it this your first hostile monster that shoots projectiles? No, it's not. I'm just not sure why it's not working, because they have made things that even shoot crossbows. So I just don't know why it's not working. But I'll work it out. It's probably just something silly I'm doing. which is what it normally is. So I'm going to head off now, I think. Here's the mansion. So thank you everybody for coming out. It's the first stream in a while. Maybe we'll do another one recently. It's hard to find the time, especially if we're being slightly secretive about some features. But we'll get to, we'll finish this update fairly soon, I think. No dates yet, but we're getting towards the end of it, thankfully. And then we'll see where we go from there. We're very close to 1,000 subscribers, very, very close. So if you're here and you're not subscribed, maybe just hit that button. It'll help us out a lot. 1,000 is a really big milestone for YouTube channels. We get a lot of stuff there. We won't be able to monetize yet because we don't have the watch time, but that's fine. We get a lot of other things that's really useful to us, like community posts and I don't know, it's just a few other things. But thank you everybody for turning out. It's been a pretty good stream, I think. Not a lot of progress. I'll be annoyed at this bug for a while, I think, but I'll work it out. And yeah, join our Discord if you're not in there. There's lots of previews and stuff of things that I didn't show today. New video hopefully soon. Max is working on one talking about the rootlings, which is a little mob we have. Oh yeah, the outlaw pillagers exist. They're like pretty much a copy of the pillagers though, so them shooting crossbow isn't surprising. But yeah, so I'm gonna head off. Thank you everybody for turning out. Pop in on the Lazy Nights Discord, subscribe to the channel, and I don't know, watch our other videos. Goodbye.